evening everyone, Kalla here, welcome to my live stream, glad you could make it today. So today, some more SoulSet. As we continue trying to obtain all the clues to unlock the roots. Last time, I believe we picked up Shear's true end and some bad end stuff for Shearer. So I believe next up is try again to get to Apros's good route. I'm going to use a guide. Hello Nick, hello Drag, how are you doing? I am in a lot of pain today. You know that back pain from yesterday? It decided it wants to be hip pain again, and it's not great. It's not so bad if I'm sitting down, so I'm just going to be trying not to move. Did I rest enough? Resting is actually the problem here. If I rest too much, everything seizes up and then it's very, very painful to move. Positional maps, huh, Drag? That sounds complicated. Right, okay. I believe we are just gonna start from the beginning. And I am going to be double-checking the guide. So I assume... Wait. Yeah. Apparently we want to go with I suppose. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine, Apris. At least I think so. Head outside? No, not head outside. Alright. If you're lucky, you might have a video out on what you're doing sometime this year. Ah, it's like that, huh? Speaking of videos, the maybe a video on the schedule is not happening because I can't sit here and edit for that much amount of time. Let alone the fact that there's a lot more of it than I thought there was. So, oh well. Right, apparently we're supposed to wait here. Alright. Yeah, we will see it sometime. In a couple of weeks, I think. Let's name Shear. Right, to the courtyard, because that's where Apris is. Whenever you feel motivated to listen to your own voice to edit it, yeah, that is an entire mood, Drag. Guess why I'm so behind on the videos that I'm supposed to be doing. But I figured I would manage to get some stuff done while I wasn't working. And then my body betrayed me. I'm not sure there's a lot of people who actually like listening to their own voice drag. But I could be wrong. I think it's mostly because the thing is, you don't actually hear your own voice the same way that everyone else does because some of it is like echoing through your bones to get to your ears. So I think that's the thing. You're just listening to your voice and it's not what you think it should be. And your brain doesn't like that. Pretty sure that's what it is. Anyway, hey Empress, we're outside now. Want to continue where you left off? Which is apparently not a choice that I made before. You honestly think that's a good idea? I just managed to get that frown off your face. I'll consider it an achievement. Oh yeah, my microphone audio quality is definitely going to come into it as well, that's true. I kind of want to get a better microphone. Although this one does pretty well, and I'm trying not to spend the money that a better microphone would entail. Is this some kind of game to you? No, but you look like you could use some help in loosening up a little. You guys are taking this whole situation way too casually. Offering your trust to everyone without a second thought might become the death of you. We've got access to the skip button again. From here, I guess we go to the library. Let's go see Shira. The guide I'm looking at suggests that this is fine, so... Alright, time to play Pick a Card, Any Card. Number 2. I don't even need to check. Somehow I already know that I drew the king. We got another bit there. We're getting so used to the fact that it's the king that we're not even looking. Okay, Empress. Yeah, we're on the same page about those potions. Are you sure you don't want to use the blanket? Alright. There we go. Empress went back inside to fetch a blanket for me, let's be honest. The guide says cake. We'll have cake then. I don't think we've picked that before. I'd like some cake, please. Cake. That's a creative request, I'll give you that. But if the truth is not very complicated really at all. Coffee, please. Fine, stop fighting, you two. Locked door. mention it. And you're giving me too much credit. Right, apparently... Right, I'm gonna put the guide away now. Because apparently we should be good. There we go. Hey, that's a choice we hadn't had before. Let's save here just in case. The option to work alone. Right, now we will be ignoring the guide again. Neither Shearer nor Shear seem to be familiar with magic-related things up till now. Well, beside illusions, but... the first person I'd seek solutions to this issue with is Marco. But... why do I get the odd feeling that consulting with Marco and Yvonne would be the worst thing I could do? I can't trust them with this kind of information. Besides, Apris needed to gather up the courage to tell me about this. He wouldn't do it if he didn't decide to trust me at least a little bit. I'm not going to betray his trust. I'll figure something out on my own. Yvonne and Marco are still in the library. If I want to research anything, I'll have to be careful not to give too much away. Wait. Is he asleep? Oh, Miss Mariko. Yes, it seems Mr. Marco was tired. I'd tell him to go upstairs, but then I'd have to wake him up, so... Hey, Marco! You passed out on the table. You'll get back pains if you sleep like this. Go upstairs and lay down in a proper bed like a normal human being. Miss Mariko? Yes, Mum. Yvonne left with him. Good. Let's see what I can find. Oh, Lord Mutek. Has he been asleep under the table? Wait, those eyes. Don't tell me Apris is scared of Lord Mutik because it reminds him of... Lord Mutik, you're not a demon, are you? I'm a spirit, child. Speaking of demons, though, you seem to be doing some peculiar research. Oh, crap. There's no need to hide it from me. This is related to that Apris fellow, isn't it? So much for that. I know it might be too much to ask, but... could you keep it a secret from everyone else, Lord Mutek? What's in it for me? Ooh, what about a sardine, Lord Mutek? How about a sardine? Just one? A whole can? We might be able to work something out. Purring noises. Exquisite. Did that do the trick? I hope he's going to keep his word. You're looking for a way to get that demon out of him, aren't you? If his condition is the same as the one I'm familiar with. I may not be able to help you with fixing the problem itself, but I know of a way that could postpone the taking over process. Really? Since you've been kind to me and always addressed me with proper respect, I'll go out of my way to help you out a bit. So, this potion. You'll have to drink it as soon as Apris falls asleep. The potion will put you to sleep as well. That will enable you to access Apris's subconscious. Are we going to go fight a demon inside a dream? You'll be able to encounter the demon's consciousness in there. Alright, let's give this a try. The second thing that we're postponing. Yeah, but we don't at this point know about the first thing that we're postponing. Thank you, Lord Mutek. You've been a big help. If it wasn't for you, I'd still be stuck reading those useless books. You're welcome, Mariko. Something you need to be aware of, though. Yes? Once you drink the potion, you won't be able to wake up until its effects wear off, no matter what happens. How long? Around 4 hours. That doesn't sound too bad. Since you'll be inside of Apris's consciousness during that time, there's a high chance you'll encounter that demon of his. This whole experiment is based on the fact that you distract the demon so Apris can get some decent sleep, yes? Mariko, demons are oftentimes cruel beings. It's possible they might do all kinds of horrible things to you. All of it is going to be but a vivid bad dream, of course. It won't be happening for real. But it most likely won't be much of a pleasant experience. Just keep that in mind. It sure sounds like fun times. Happen what may, I'll deal with it somehow. Besides, this is what Apris has to deal with on a daily basis, isn't it? What's a mere couple of hours compared to that? If I have this kind of opportunity, I want to help him. He's still here. So's the demon outside the barrier. Apris? How are you holding up? I told you to leave me alone, Mariko. Yeah, about that. Wait. I think I can see something on the other side of the barrier. Ah, this is our first time noticing it on this route, huh? Hey, Apris, take a look at this. There's somebody on the other side of the barrier. What? Is that? Another demon. There's no doubt. I'd recognize that kind of eyes anywhere. Could it be that this demon has some kind of business with your demon? In all honesty, I doubt it. As far as I'm aware, demons aren't on the best of terms with one another. They're more of the loner and trust nobody type. Just like you, then. We shouldn't let the others see this. No, sorry. We should let the others see this, shouldn't we? Well, what the hell? This person wasn't there before, were they? They're just standing there staring at us. It's kind of creepy. It must be because of the differences in time flow. She probably approached the barrier and has been standing there for a second or two. It just seems like an eternity for us. It still fascinates me how that works. By the way, the chick doesn't look very happy, does she? Oh, we have access to the skip button. Do-do-do-do. Mariko. Is that demon really after you? I don't know. Well, no, it's after Fearthor, but, Shear isn't allowed to tell us about that. She just feels familiar to me, somehow. So I figured... Shit, this whole thing distracted me from the issue at hand. Apris, I found a way to help you. What? What did you come up with this time? I got help from Lord Mutek. From the Chupacabra. It's a cat, not a Chupacabra, Apris. He looks like a cat, Apris. What the hell is a Chupacabra, even? Anyway, would you let me try something? That's true. We do know that the demon will attack us if she sees us. But she's specifically here for Fearthor. The only reason that that demon is not after us is that it thinks we're dead. Does that something require drinking any suspicious potions? Only on my side. You won't be drinking anything, don't worry. Come on, it won't hurt, I promise. I have a feeling that I'm going to regret this. Oh good, we're going to do this inside, not outside. You didn't tell anyone else I'm possessed. I didn't. I figured it wouldn't do anyone any good. So, what did you come up with? I can't just tell him I need him to go to sleep. Knowing Apris, he'd leave the room the moment I brought it up. Would you let me give you a back rub? Are you being serious? It would help you relax? I'm not sure I can afford to relax. Well, this experiment requires you to do that. Is it okay like this? Perfect. Sorry if my claw feels a little cold to the touch. It's actually a nice addition. I'm happy to hear that then. Wow, I kind of expected it, but Apris is horribly tense. Though that's not much of a surprise if he needs to be focused at all times. This whole experiment of yours is just an excuse, isn't it? What? You're planning to kill me the moment I let my guard down, aren't you? I wouldn't blame you, really. You know that I'm dangerous, and it would only make sense that you don't want to die yourself. Why on earth did YouTube try to block that one, Drag? Right, it's time to go check for weird stuff in the block list again, I guess. Nope. Nope. YouTube being weird, I guess. Yeah, I can only assume that the word YouTube was having problems with was massage. Nope, apparently not. How weird. But do I need a back massage? What I need to do is find the back massage machine that I got a while back. It's somewhere in this room, I think. Although I don't think that helps, if I remember correctly. But it's probably worth a try, right? Hey, stop right there. I'm not planning to kill you. Just be aware that if you try anything, I won't hesitate to defend myself. I like my limbs intact, so thanks for the warning. Would you mind telling me a bit about that demon of yours? It's not a cheerful topic. The more I know, the more prepared I'll be for this experiment. Or maybe it will make you reconsider this whole thing altogether. Fine, then. If you're really so eager to hear about it. The demon possessing me. Whenever I fall asleep, she usually comes onto me. She? It's a female demon? Yes. Huh. What do you know? Wait, she comes onto you? Inside of my mind, inside of my dreams. She likes to torture me sometimes too. I know it doesn't happen for real, but it sure does feel that way. Her voice, her touch, and most of all the pain she inflicts. I'm unable to distinguish what's real and what isn't. Everything is just too vivid. She's messed up and perverted to boot. Sounds like a fun time. You can't even imagine. Either way, from what you're saying, this demon of yours is doing all of these horrible things to you that you wouldn't want to go to sleep. That way, she can push you to the limits of exhaustion and then take over your body. So, fixing the problem, temporarily at least, would be letting you get a good night's rest with no messed up dreams forcing you awake. That's pretty much what Lord Mutic assumed. And that plan of yours? All I want is for you to fall asleep. And there he goes all tense again. Once you do that, I'll be able to access your subconsciousness and try to ward off that demon from you so you can get some decent rest. You're planning to meet up with her in my stead. Mariko, that demon is not right in the head. I wouldn't want anyone to go through the same kind of shit I do. That also applies to you. Even if you say that, I won't know how much this will affect me until I try. Besides, none of what's going to happen will actually happen for real, right? It's all going to be just a dream. So come on, don't be such a stubborn butt and let me do this. If we don't do anything, that demon is going to take over you and there's a high chance she's going to kill all of us, isn't there? Meaning that I won't be doing this just for you, I'll be doing this for myself as well. I see I've already lost this whole argument. I swear you're as stubborn as a mule. I am this time, at least. Just don't say I didn't warn you. There we go. Any tips in regard to how I should try dealing with her? Never try to ignore her or offend her. And if possible, flirt back. Okay. That should be easy enough to remember. Appress? Did he... He did it! He's asleep! And nothing bad is happening. Yet. Okay, it's time to drink the potion. I hope Appress will sleep like a baby during these next 4 hours. Oh, right, he's leaning against my knees. If I move, I'll probably wake him up. Did he fall asleep? Sat on the floor. Guess I'm gonna stay like this. Not that the discomfort will matter while I'm unconscious. Cheers, Lord Mutic. I'll drink this one to your wisdom. Whoa. Did it work? If it did, I guess I'm inside of Appress's dream now? There doesn't seem to be much consistency in here. Then again, since when did dreams have any kind of logic to them to begin with? Stay where I am, or try... Let's try wandering. We can't see Varen right now. We might as well look. Let's try heading forward. Running inside of a dream usually leads to bad things happening, so I'll just take my time and try to walk. there's a door. Yeah, let's open it. This looks quite similar to one of the bedrooms inside of the mansion, doesn't it? Yeah, it's just mirrored. I think. Shit, why'd it get dark all of a sudden? It's the same as last time. Who do we have here? I haven't had any new guests in quite a while. Holy crap, is that her? A pretty one, aren't you? Those eyes. Do all demons look creepy like this? What brings you here, girl? Did Apris manipulate you into helping him with his little problem? I advise you to reconsider. That man is broken beyond repair. And knowing him, he didn't give you the full story either. The full story? He made me look like the bad guy here, didn't he? I didn't choose to be here. Apris and that stupid sister of his called me over. And now I can't leave. Sister? If it wasn't for them, none of this would be happening right now. I just want my freedom back. Yeah, apparently Apris has a sister. This is news to us. I think. So, what do you say? Would you kindly leave and stop meddling into our affairs? Wait, so neither of you want this? You want to get out of here as much as Apris wants you gone? You think I'm in here because I want to be? Look how boring and lonely this place is. Well, I'm asking kindly and I won't ask twice. Get out of here. See, that might be a bit of a problem. Oh, I see. What the hell is it with you people? Peaceful solutions never seem to be the option with you. If you want to play rough, I'll play rough. Shit, I think I just made her mad. Running sounds like a terrible idea. Not the scaredy cat type, are you? Well, that's fun. Shit, did she just kill me? And now I'm back here again. Well, let's give this another shot. Maybe she'll assume I'm dead and she won't seek me out anymore? Here goes nothing. Yeah, at least mental attacks don't kill us for real. It leads to the same place again. Shit. Why are you still here? I thought I told you to leave. Wait. Don't tell me you drugged yourself so you wouldn't wake up. Stupid girl. You You stupid, stupid girl! This hurts. Shit. Empress was right. The pain does feel real. Now, I guess my biggest question should be, how many times can a person die in the span of 4 hours? I mean, we're working on distracting her, so let's give this another shot. You're not going to wake up no matter what I do to you, are you? So it seems. Sorry for making this difficult. But we kind of have a situation on our hands and I need Apris well rested for once. Mariko, right? If it's your first time here, I might be willing to cut you some slack. Under one condition, though. This will be the first and last time you do a stupid thing like this. Apris got himself into this mess, and it's his responsibility to deal with it, nobody else's. If you ever get the urge to do this for him again and come here in his stead, I will make your life a living hell. Do we have an understanding? Hopefully we'll be able to get her out of here altogether by the time any of that would need to happen again. All right. Good girl. And since that's out of the way, I'm feeling adventurous today. You'll be stuck in here for a while yet, Why don't we have some fun? And by fun you mean... Oh, crap. Is that her tail sliding along my thigh? This is just a dream, Mariko. Remember, this is just a dream. None of this is happening for real. What do you say? I mean, honestly, I would rather not. Personally? Well, we're on the good route now, right? We can't get a bad ending, right? Right? Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I'm out. I don't want to remember any of this. Do I want normal end or true end? I get the feeling that that's not going to involve anything with Baron. Holy crap. Mariko? Apris, it's you, isn't it? Am I finally awake? Shit, my heart's hammering like crazy. She did something to you, didn't she? You could say that. Wow, she really is one hell of a messed up girl. I told you this was a bad idea. No, it's fine. Don't worry about me. I'm glad I could do this for you. Empress, if this is what you have to deal with on a daily basis, then doing this one-off was nothing. How are you feeling? Well rested, and a lot better. Thank you, Mariko. I really appreciate you doing this for me. Then it worked. I'm so glad. Are you hungry? After a whole night of research and mental abuse, I need a horse. Let's go and fix something up for you then. Wow, it feels so surreal to be back here again. It feels like I was stuck in that dream world for an eternity or two. It's such an odd sensation. Good morning! Well, it's still night outside, but... Finally, our chef is awake. I'm starving. Any special requests? Wow, Empress, what happened to you? You seem to be in a good mood. I get it. Shira. I'd like some more meat, please. I'd love some fish again, if that's all right. Oh, and by the way, Shira and I decided to investigate the basement yesterday. We found a wardrobe that seemed to be hidden behind an illusion spell, just like the corridor upstairs. Oh? So there we were, thinking we just hit the jackpot. And the wardrobe turned out to be completely empty. It was empty? Talk about a letdown, right? For a moment there I thought that stupid stone would be in there. Why would anyone hide anything if there's nothing to hide in the first place? How odd. Odd indeed. Could I help you with anything? You could find a decent fish for Yvonne if you'd like. On it. Is there anything you'd like yourself? I was actually wondering about that. Huh? What's wrong? Something under the ice. It's glowing. Wait, was the stone and the ice on this route? Glowing. There it is. I guess it's not always in the bottom of a bottle of wine. Wait, this is... Could this be that soul stone the note was referring to? I can feel it pulsing in my hand. It gives off a pleasant kind of warmth with each beat. It's definitely not a mere pretty stone. That's true, Marco had it in his bag on another route. Yvonne, Shira, look what I just found. Well, is that the soul stone thingy? Miss Mariko, you found it! Don't tell me it was inside of the cold storage all along. I doubt it, actually. This thing gives off warmth. If it had been among the ice all this time, the ice would have turned into water by now. Meaning that someone had to place it there while we weren't looking. I swear we have a mastermind pulling the strings somewhere among us. They're clearly trying to help us, though. Maybe there's a reason why they can't do it out in the open. Yeah, probably because they're a goddamn coward. Either way, now that we've found the stone, we should do some research. If it's somehow designed to help us in dissolving the barrier, we need to find out how to make it work. I'll let Mr. Marco know. I'm sure he won't mind giving me a hand with this. Is it okay if I take it with me, Miss Mariko? Be my guest. Mariko, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. What is it? Fetch the blanket and come over to the backyard once you're ready. Shit, now I'm feeling anxious. I wonder what he wants to talk to me about. The demon girl, she's gone again. I'm here. Take a seat. I've been wondering about it for a while now, but I still have a hard time figuring it out, so I figured I'd simply ask this directly. Mariko, what is it that you want from me? For the demon inside you not to kill us all. Does that work? What I want from you? You wouldn't be doing all the things you did for me just out of goodwill, would you? There needs to be something more to it. I want to know what that something is. I'm doing it for the food. I mean, real, but no, we're going for some romance. Let's go for some romance. A moment of honesty then. I think I've started to care for you. Care for me in what way? Aha! I get the feeling that this is between the true/romance end and the non-romance end, so let's make a save with that. For if we come back and do the normals. I find you attractive. Is that all there is? I just told you. What kind of question is that? Physical attraction is one thing. Actually liking someone is different. Don't they usually go together? Not always. Well, they go together for me. I'm guessing. That's not the kind of answer you were expecting. Not really, no. So much for that. Let's just forget I said anything then. No, I'm not saying it bothers me, Mariko. I just don't understand why anyone would want to get involved with me in such a way. What? You're not giving yourself much credit, are you? Mariko, I'm an ordinary cynical man with a short fuse and little patience for others. And on top of it all, I'm possessed by a demon. Just being around me is a dangerous and thoroughly unpleasant experience. Any sane woman would have run away from me by now. To be honest, the demon part does in fact scare me a bit. To be fair, the demon part does scare me a bit. But I'm confident we'll be able to work something out with that. That's also one of the reasons I want to help you. I know we haven't known each other that long. And it's pretty obvious you're the kind of person who'd like to keep everyone at a distance. Because of your whole demon problem, I imagine you're worried that if someone got close to you, you'd hurt them. But I'm confident I can handle this. I'm not a fragile maiden who will run away at the first sight of someone's eyes glowing. And I guess there's not much I can do about that. So you don't mind me looking at you in that kind of way? You know, for a moment there, I started to think you knew what was good for you. But it seems you lack any kind of a survival instinct whatsoever. I still have the feeling you don't know what you're getting yourself into, but if this is what you really want... Are we getting a kiss? He actually leaned in to kiss me. His lips are firm against mine, demanding almost, yet gentle somehow. This definitely isn't the first time Empress has kissed someone. Which shouldn't be that much of a surprise either. I mean, how old is Empress? He's probably been over his first innocent crushes ages ago. Not that it's my place to complain, this feels really nice. Yeah, and we are going to stick to kissing, thank you very much. You okay? Yeah. That was really nice. You sure know how to kiss a girl, Empress. Well, I wasn't born yesterday. Does that just apply to kissing, or... Who knows? Wow, you can actually be a tease when you want to. If you're thinking of getting any weird ideas, though, I need to warn you. After all those messed up encounters with that demon inside of my mind, I imagine my perception of things might be screwed up at this point. You wouldn't want me getting carried away with you. We won't know until we try. Unless you're a masochist. Who knows? But if you're uncomfortable with the idea, I won't push it. And at least for the time being. Who would have thought? Thank you, Mariko, for everything. Damn. Would you like to take a bath with me? To warm up? Sure, why not? Well, I didn't think we'd get a bath scene. It's nice in here, isn't it? The water is pleasantly warm, the sound of it flowing is soothing. One might almost forget we're trapped inside of a barrier that's practically swallowing us alive. You're starting to sound like it's the last day of your life. Well, for all we know, it might be. You know, I'm not the kind of person who would pat you on the back and tell you everything will be all right. But if there is a way for both of us to get out of here in one piece, I will do everything in my power to make that happen. Thanks, Apris. Hearing you say that, it's really sweet of you. And reassuring. Come over here. How about you come over here? I thought Apris would have a hard time accepting this whole thing between us. Kiss CG. I'm pleasantly surprised he doesn't seem to be hesitant about this anymore. And I have to give him credit. Apris is a great kisser. This whole hassle with that demon of his probably contributed to his experience. Even if technically it's only happened in his mind. I also know now it's hard to tell the difference in there. We really need to find a way to get that demon out of him. Hey, Apris? Would you mind if I took a nap? That last nap of mine exhausted me more than anything. I'm not surprised. And I've stayed up all night doing research. I don't mind. I can watch over you if it'll make you feel more at ease. Was that the reason we invited Apris over in the first place? Oh, you mean before we lost our memories? Isn't there several books about demons open on the table or something? So probably, right? That's probably what we were working on. I'd appreciate that, thanks. Mind if I use you as a pillow? Lay down. Before you fall asleep, there's something I wanted to tell you. Are we about to have another serious conversation? I actually managed to remember some things involving us. From outside of the barrier, I mean. Wait, really? So we knew each other before? I think we met on board a train. Nobody wanted to sit with me in the compartment I was in. People could tell something was wrong with me. But you came in and sat next to me unfazed. That does sound like something I would do, doesn't it? I'm not sure how our conversation started, but I remember you telling me you were looking for a bodyguard, since you wanted to make a trip up into the mountains we were about to pass. Just a second. Sorry about that, I needed to cough. I figured I could use the money, so I agreed to accompany you. I think we met Yvonne somewhere up on that mountain too. Wait, so the three of us... Yvonne needs to hear this. I'm sure she'll be happy to know. Of course, it didn't take long before I started getting suspicious of your intentions. How so? You could hold your ground just fine on your own. It seemed to me you had no use for a bodyguard. You were always able to deal with all kinds of danger on your own. Once I called you out on it, you told me the truth. You knew I was possessed from the very start, and you offered to help me with my demon problem in exchange for the same thing. For the same thing? I was supposed to help you fight off a demon of your own. You don't mean... Though, it seems that yours is outside of the barrier, not in here. And it seems to be possessing someone else. But if it really is after you for some reason... So, wait. Yvonne, you and I, the three of us came here looking for a way to get that demon out of you. That's what these vague memories seem to be telling me, at least. And while we were here, the barrier went up and we forgot why we came here to begin with. Is that right? I have a feeling like I'm still missing something. How does Fearthor fit into all of this? Were those memories of him totally unrelated? What are Marco, Shearer, and Shear doing here with us, then? I have no idea. I don't seem to remember anything about any of them. Huh. Well, I still can't seem to remember anything relevant to this whole situation. Maybe all of it will start making more sense at some point later on. Either way, it's reassuring to know we aren't complete strangers, you and I. Sorry I can't remember anything about you. Is that even something to be sorry for? You can't help it. I suppose. Well, I kept you up long enough. Get some sleep, Mariko. I'll do that. Thanks for everything, Apris. I'm glad I decided to pair up with you. Yeah. So am I. Is it Yvonne with the answers? No, it's Shira with a situation. Sorry if I'm interrupting anything, but we have a situation on our hands. Come down to the library. Apris? I'm here. And I'm just as confused as you are. Let's see what's up then. Did you have a good nap at least? Definitely better than the last one. Although I still feel exhausted. I guess I didn't get to sleep long. Yeah, Marco running out of time is probably the issue, isn't it, Drag? It's about that time, right? What's happening? Did you manage to figure out how that soul stone is supposed to work? We did, but that may not be our biggest worry right now. Yeah, it's Marco running out of time and we have access to the skip button. Doo-doo-doo. I should have stuffed my face with that meat till my stomach exploded from it. You do have some kind of plan for this, don't you? You seem to be giving me a lot of credit when it comes to figuring stuff out. You seem to know more than we do, naturally. Sorry, you seem to know more than we do, so naturally. If you want my opinion, the Soul Stone is currently our only hope. Whether it will work or not, though, that depends on Mariko and Apris. What do you mean? We figured out how the stone can help us with dissolving the barrier. But it requires 2 people to use it. The trust between those 2 people is the deciding factor in whether it will work or not. Trust? What? Well, trust or affection, really. It's a bit more complicated than that, but speaking in simpler terms... Okay, time out. I see you're starting to be horribly vague. Explain how this stupid stone works as if you were explaining it to a 5-year-old. Alright then, I'll try. Miss Mariko, Mr. Apris, would you mind if I used you as an example? I guess? Nothing bad is going to happen, I promise. First of all, you need to be close to each other. Take the Soul Stone in one of your hands. Both of you need to be touching it at the same time. Like this? Yes. Once you close your eyes and concentrate on the stone's energy, it will start to activate. You both need to be doing it at the same time for it to work. Okay? You should be able to tell once the stone starts to resonate. I mean, there is things that need to be explaining. The fact that it's combining 2 people temporarily. It's such an odd yet warm sensation. Oh dear. You already closed your eyes, didn't you? Now, whatever you do, don't open them. Why don't I like the sound of that? Yvonne, did we just put this whole thing into motion? It shouldn't have happened so quickly. I'm sorry, I thought it would be safe to do this. Why did I have the feeling something like this would happen? Wow, you guys are practically glowing. We are? Yvonne, what now? Well, so basically, the stone is going to merge you into one entity. What? It won't be permanent though, so don't worry. It's the trust that Yvonne mentioned earlier that determines how long you'll be able to stay in such a state. Once the stone stops working, you'll return to the way you are right now. You know, thinking about it, this particular use of the Soul Stone is obviously not combining two people, and none of them have been combining two people because Mariko already is two people. But in this case, it's going to be four entities, right? Unless we just get Apris. And Varen stays behind. Which doesn't sound like a good thing, really, but... What kind of messed up witchcraft is this? How the fuck do you guys know all this? I know it from experience. I'm not sure about Yvonne, though. Wait, seriously? Also, it's your affinity for one another that determines which one of you is going to become the vessel. Does Ishin count as a person? I think Ishin counts as a person. Ishin doesn't count as human, but I'd say he counts as a person. I feel like there's a little bit of a difference there, personally. Like, I feel if something is sentient enough like a dragon, I feel like it counts as a person. The vessel? In simpler terms, if Mr. Apris likes Miss Mariko more than Miss Mariko likes Mr. Apris, Miss Mariko will become the vessel. If Miss Mariko likes Mr. Apris more than Mr. Apris likes Miss Mariko, Mr. Apris will become the vessel. My brain is already starting to hurt. What she's saying is, the stone sees the person who cares more as the submissive one. Being the asshole in the relationship pays off. Letting your feelings dominate you, whether you want it or not, makes you the weaker one. Wait, so this stone is pretty much a better indicator to one's feelings than an actual confession? If you like someone and it turns out that person you like gets swallowed up by the stone in the process, it means they like you back even more, right? Even if you might deny it all you like, the stone knows better. Something like that. Okay, but even if we do manage to merge, how will this help us in getting the barrier down? Once you activate the stone, it will create a burst of energy. That burst of energy alone should be enough to make the barrier fall apart. It's that easy? It's that easy, yes. But don't forget the barrier is only one of our problems. The demon waiting for us outside of it is the greater threat. Mariko, Apris, I don't know how much you trust and care for one another, but once you become one with the stone's help, not only will your strength multiply, but the stone itself will also give you a boost in power. Once that happens, you might be powerful enough to stand up to a demon. All we can really do is hope you'll be able to stay in that kind of form long enough to actually kill it. I'm fine with the killing part in all of this, at least. I'm not surprised. So, what do you say, Apris? We doing this? Or are you scared I might find out about something you don't want me to know? Speak for yourself, Mariko. Let's kick some demon ass. Which, once again, happens off-screen. Miss Mariko! Wow, you guys. What you did there was pretty awesome. What we did? It's kind of traumatizing, but we shouldn't mourn a demon, right? Shit, I can't remember anything. Either way, yay, freedom! Where's Apris? Well, he should be back in the library. Does that mean he... Wait, Marco's not here either? If you're looking for the redhead, he just ran back to the mansion. Theodore, you're here. This time. I've been waiting for you outside of the barrier. Well, I wanted to end up inside of it together with everyone else, but it seems even I can make mistakes. Wait. So that red note, was Theodore the one who wrote it or not? Either way, I'm glad it all turned out well in the end. Congratulations, you two. You managed to save yourselves and everyone else, even with your memories gone. A celebration is in order. Wait, how do you know we lost our memories? If we can walk out of the barrier, fine. Can anyone walk back in? I feel like probably no. I feel like that it's a one-way thing. Because it wouldn't make sense as a barrier if anyone could just walk into it. Oh, I've been listening. Listening. Mr. Marco doesn't seem to be in the mansion anywhere. Where did he go? Seriously, did he just bail on us the moment the bubble popped? I'm so mad right now. There are things I still want to ask him. Share, help me look for this ungrateful asshole. Somehow, I get the feeling that's The last we'll see of him. Hey there, Grumpy Bear. Are you feeling any better? I see Shearer's nicknames rubbed off on you. Don't worry, I'm not planning to make a habit out of it. Good. It would be awkward if you called me that in less appropriate situations. Now I'll have to try it just to see your reaction. Honestly, what am I going to do with you? About that. In case it's not obvious yet, I'm not planning to leave your side until you fulfill your promise. My promise? I agreed to serve as your bodyguard in exchange for getting that demon out of me, didn't I? Speaking of promises and other inconvenient conditions. I don't know if you're aware, but Mariko has a nasty curse placed upon her. She mastered a spell that was keeping her safe from it unless she remembers or learns it anew, and she'll end up dead in the next few days. What? Are you serious? There's no need to panic. I happen to know that spell. You actually learned it from me, Mariko. But it might take you some time to learn how to use it again. I'm terribly sorry for ruining the mood, but I'm afraid you'll be dependent on me for a while yet. How long is that going to take? That depends on Mariko's skill, and on her ability to remember, I suppose. Well, if it can't be helped... That being said, we don't have to stay here in the mansion while we get that settled. I was actually entertaining the idea of travelling together with you. Travelling together. Apris, you have a little rat problem you'd like to get fixed, don't you? I happen to have a vague idea where we should go to look for something that could maybe help you with that. Wait, how do you know about that? Like I already said, I listened in on some of the things that were happening inside of the barrier. Oh, Yvonne, we still need to tell her about what Apris remembered. While we're already on the topic of travelling together, would you mind if I accompanied you as well? My, we're starting to have quite the group here. Well, if it can't be helped either way, I guess I don't mind. What about you, Mariko? Yeah, if it can't be helped. If it really can't be helped. I was thinking of getting some more privacy with Apris. But if heading off on our own is dangerous in my case, I guess it can't be helped. I'll just have to do my best and learn that spell as quickly as possible. Yvonne didn't give me any reasons to be wary of her, so I don't mind her accompanying us. Also, I have a few questions I'd like for Fearthor to answer. You guys are going on a trip? There's still room for a few more people. I think I'll pass. I need to get back home. What about you, Silver? Okay! That's answering my question from Shear's route, isn't it? Which of you's real name is that? Which of you? I'll be going back home as well. Pity! Well then, let's make a stop by your tavern first. I believe there's something that I owe you. Huh? Wait, you're actually... Why the surprise? Did you think I wouldn't keep my word? You two know each other? Oh, it was just it was but a chance meeting. We're not that close yet. Hey, I remember now. You're that guy I mistook for a chick back in the tavern a while back. You never change, do you, Shearer? Hello, Hunter. I hope your appointment goes well. Hey, stop trying to sound so friendly with me. Just because Shear brought you home doesn't make me automatically trust you. It's actually the opposite. Shear never brought any shady guys home, so what the hell is the deal with you? What is the deal with me indeed? Oh, I just hate the cryptic ones. So it's going to be the four of us, huh? Yvonne, Fiathor, Apris and I. You. I have a name, you know. You're going to let this be just like that? Hmm? I got the impression Mariko meant something to you. What? Ah, were you expecting me to be mad because you stole my girlfriend? You're misinterpreting something, Apris. By all means, I don't mind. I actually think she'd be better off with anyone else from this merry little group than me. I'll find other toys to play around with. Watch your tongue, scoundrel. Apris. Also, Mariko. Keep in mind, we still have one more potion that hasn't been used on anyone yet. If Apris turns out to be someone whose company you'd like to keep, then by all means, it's your choice. Emotions can cloud your better judgment, especially when they're fresh, though. You're aware of that, aren't you? Just don't make any hasty decisions until you spend a couple of years with him at the very least. In the meantime, have fun for what it's worth. Yeah, this set of lines about the potion that really implies that, we're immortal. Ah, you think Fiathor looks like Itachi? I guess I can see it. I guess I can see it. Apris? Hungry? Now that you mention it. Let's go fix you up something then. Thinner and cuter. Right, Apris True End, hooray! Congratulations! There are no clues to be found in Empress's normal/true route. Why does Empress have a shovel? I feel like most of them did, right? They were, well, no. Like, she had a broom, I think, or something like that. Something along those lines. Right, what's our clue situation like? We need Marco's bad route. What Marco saves do I have? Yvonne. That's a Marco. Probably. And that one. Alright, let's try this one. Ah, about the bath. Yeah, but somehow there is some things I missed. What did I pick last time? I don't have a clue. Yeah, sure, let's go in the bath a second time, Marco. Hey, that's not what I picked last time. So, sure, let's go for it. I wouldn't mind going in a second time with you. Wait, you wouldn't? Did I stutter? You promised to watch my back. I'm going to hold you to that. Marco was right. It does look like a stab wound. Oh, wait. Ah, yes, this is... We go in the bath with the girls and then... Do. Now that you mention it, and you're giving me too much credit, let's go with those ones. So, Shira's going in next. We can go in afterwards. Unless you've changed your mind in the meantime. Are you hoping you can still get yourself out of the backwashing? Oh, wait, we've done that, apparently. Not a chance. Oh, and I found something you could wear for the night. Imagine sleeping in that dress of yours might be a tad uncomfortable. Did you now? I'll give it to you once we're out of the bathhouse. Okay, so I just invited a guy to take a bath with me. Skip button. Okay, let's take a guess at how old Marco is. What did I pick last time? Uncertain. Strongly hoping that you are not a small child. I feel like that's what I guessed last time. 18? It is what I picked last time. He is, in fact, older than that. You're very close. Does it bother you? Because you don't seem to be complaining. Yeah, I don't seem to be complaining. I actually enjoy the closeness. How careless would it be to get carried away a little? Is there something on my face, Mariko? Shit, and now I'm staring. But he clearly finds this entertaining. Who's making it so easy to play along to this whole game. Because that's what it is, isn't it? All of this is just a game to us both. Either that, or Marco really is the kind of person who doesn't mind these kind of advances. I'm not falling into some kind of trap, am I? You weren't lying to me about your age, were you? Cross my heart. I am still not sure I trust you. Hmm. 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 Let's call that a save. I'm still not sure I trust you. So you think I'm lying? Or are you worried someone might judge you? Don't you think you might have considered that a little sooner? He backed away. You know what? What? I just realised that if we'd both inhaled that powder, we could have drowned in here with ease. Damn it, Marco, I'd appreciate if your self-defense methods didn't kill us. I should get out of the water just to be on the safe side. Wait, when did the powder go off? Marco? Don't forget you still owe me some backwashing. So, you trust me with your back? We are on the skips. Okay. Skippy, skippy, skip, skip, skip. This is a long skip. What are we being sure about? Yes, because Marco is missing. Isn't he exploded? You two stay here, I'll accompany Mariko. I feel like I said sounds like a plan last time because I like Shearer. So let's try Are You Sure? Nope, apparently that's what I picked. Okay. Are you sure? Ah. Yes, and now I'm dying. Did we have wine last time? I'm gonna make a save. Some wine sounds really good. That is, in fact, what we picked. Okay. Can I lean on your shoulder? Okay, no, that's still the same bad ending. We didn't find the green clue. Okay. I'll pass. Oh. Nope, that just goes straight into a skip. Okay. Wine, please, and no leaning on shoulders? Nope. Okay. Well, in that case, it's time to go kiss Marco, I guess. Would you mind if I kissed you? You feel like as soon as Marco goes missing, it's game over? Yeah, probably right. What do you think? Would I? Such a tease. But he doesn't seem to mind the closeness either. Encouraging. I'll be damned, but... I act upon my whim and lean in. I carefully press my lips to his. Marco doesn't pull away. He places a hand on my hip and pulls me closer. There's nothing hesitant or shy about his actions. Marco's lips start brushing against my own, and I feel like I could melt. It's a tender kind of kiss. It feels really nice. Wow, this is unexpected. Sorry, that was Marco voice. It should have been Marco voice. Wow, this is unexpected. And that I kissed you? No, I mean, yes, that too, but mostly the way it made me feel. I never imagined it would be this bad. This bad? I didn't mean... Marco, you're not making any sense. Please explain? Do you regret it? No, it's not that. It's just... it could make things complicated in the longer run, for both of us. What do you mean? You're hiding something from me, aren't you? Am I? Marco! You know what? What? I just realised that if both of us had inhaled that powder... Oh, it's not a skip button, okay. I just realised that if we'd both inhaled that powder, we could have drowned in here with ease. Damn it, Marco! Well, I'd appreciate it if your self-defense methods didn't kill us. I'd appreciate it a lot more if you didn't change the topic. I should get out of the water just to be on the safe side. Marco! Don't forget you still owe me some backwashing. Okay, access to the skip button again. What did he mean by all of that? Why did his demeanor change all of a sudden? Hey, clothes. Nope. Nope. You know, you started being avoidant ever since we got out of the bathhouse. What's wrong? Don't you want to sleep in the same bed as me? I should be the one asking you that question. Well, I won't let you sleep on the floor. Keep your hands where they belong, and you might even survive the night. Yes, ma'am. Good night. Good night, Mariko. Skippy, skippy, skip, 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 skip. Oh no. Well, that sounds like a plan. Wine, please. Shoulder, please. Hey! Okay, that got the red clue. I had a feeling we'd have a different clue since we had some different talking. Number of red clues found in Marco's bad route, 1 out of 1. Number of red clues found overall, 5 out of 6. Number of green clues, no, we're still missing the green. If Marco is red and we're missing a red, I believe we have to go for the green route first. Marco is very, very locked by the sounds of it. Locked behind a secret route ending and all. Damn it, Marco, I want answers. Time to Google. Well, I'm going to look at a guide. Yep, apparently... Okay, this guide says it should get the green clue. The person writing this guide had difficulty with the red clue. Alright. I've got the opposite problem, so this should be helpful. Right, I suppose. I'm fine, I think. Wait here. Alright, courtyard. Because we can't actually go and see what Marco is doing, so... I guess these parts probably don't actually matter. You look like you haven't slept in a week. Library. Go see Shira. Pick a card, any card. Pick Marco. Because you seemed the most suspicious of the group. Ah! Aha! Maybe this is our point of failure. You seemed like the most suspicious of the group. Wait, so you went along with me just to figure out if I'm hiding something or not? You could say that. It's clear you've got a handle on alchemy and foreign languages. With your supposed amnesia on top, that definitely doesn't do you any favours on my suspicion meter. I can understand that it might seem suspicious from an outside point of view. And let me ask you something. If you remembered such things yourself, would you hide the fact from everyone in order not to attract suspicion to yourself? Or would you not care and use whatever methods you had at your disposal? I decided to go with the latter. It might seem weird, but even though I can remember some spells and formulas, I can't remember anything about myself as a person. So your memory loss is more selective. Isn't it the same for you? I don't think so. I don't remember any spells or what kind of magic I used to use, assuming I was able to use any to begin with. See, but you do remember that magic itself is... See, but you do remember that magic itself is a thing. Just as I remembered that alchemy is a thing. And that we could possibly use it to our advantage. Alright, I see your point. Anyway, we can discuss more of this later. We should drink these potions before they go bad. Right. You don't mind if I lie next to you on the bed, do you? As long as you behave and don't try any funny business. Don't worry, I'm quite fond of my hands. Cheers. Wait. What is it? Let's swap our potions. I was wondering if you'd suggest that. Wait, you did? You just told me you don't trust me, so yes, I thought that would be pretty obvious. Did that just make you uncomfortable? Yeah, screwing with people's minds gives me the most pleasant tingle. Either way, it's good that you're careful. I don't mind swapping them if it makes you feel better. Just please try to make up your mind in less than a minute. Guide says don't swap them, and yeah, if he knows I'm suspicious of him, then swapping the potions is probably a bad idea, right? Because he's going to assume that I would want to do that. He's already said he would assume that I would suggest it. Therefore, we don't swap them. Alright then, let's just drink them as it is. As you wish. Yes, double swap bluff, exactly. Yeah. Once again, these potions taste horrible and they don't work. Marco, you were with me the whole time, weren't you? Surprise me. What if the truth isn't that complicated? Coffee, please. It says popcorn. All right. Popcorn, please. Locked door. Sorry, but I'll have to pass on that. I was actually hoping you'd like to join me. Okay, guide says 16. Alright. 16? And you're coming on to me thinking I'm 16. I'm not coming on to anyone. There's no harm in some playful flirting, is there? Mariko, you just invited me to take a bath with you. So? Please, stop playing dumb with me. Okay, guilty as charged. For the record, you asked me about your appearance. You look young, but you definitely don't act like a teenager. Well, I can assure you that I'm older than that. So, 18. Older. Oh, you're just pulling my leg. Is that an assumption, or have you actually remembered something? Okay, this is where we were. Guide says you're rather close. Nope, not coming on to me at all. Shit. Alright, kiss the Marco. Now, Guide says cuddle. However, I feel like we got some interesting different stuff at the top, so maybe I can get away with telling him to keep his hands to himself. Are you sure? Wine, please. Shoulder, please. Okay, no, we do in fact have to cuddle with Marco. Alright. We could cuddle if you'd like to. It's cold in here. That almost sounds like you're trying to make excuses. You sure it's just cuddling you have in mind? Yes. Oh, someone looks embarrassed. You're a horrible tease, you know that? And you act like it's the first time you've invited a guy to your bed. Well, thank you. Considering I don't remember doing that before, it might as well be my first. I doubt it. Excuse me? Didn't that ever cross your mind? What do you think I meant when I said that things might get complicated for the both of us? What if we both suddenly remembered we're in love with someone else? What would you do then? Whoa, that's... I didn't consider that. I'm pretty sure I don't have anyone like that. But I'm trying to be considerate of you. You're a grown woman, Mariko. I wouldn't believe for a second you have no one you care about in such a way. Besides, that could be true to all the people trapped in here. They probably don't realize it themselves. A weird four-way love triangle. Wouldn't that be a love square, Drag? I mean, I know it's not actually a square in the same way that a love triangle is often not actually a triangle, but... Is this just a theory Marco came up with? Or does he actually know something? This is such a weird thought, though. If I were to imagine I had someone I cared about, and now I remember nothing of it, how would that person feel if they find out about this? Would the circumstances we're in make it justifiable? You're right, that's irresponsible of me. You're right, this is irresponsible of me. Thank you for understanding. I definitely enjoy the flirting, and everything's fun and games as long as it's just fun and games. It's fine with me as long as some lines don't start getting crossed. That being said, I don't mind us cuddling for the night. Let's keep these kinds of things in mind and try not to get carried away, yes? So you're afraid of things getting serious? Aren't you? Back at the bathhouse, was that your first kiss? Would you be disappointed if it wasn't? Considering it probably wasn't my first either, I don't think I have the right to be disappointed about anything. Did you remember something in that regard? No, but I'm really starting to get the feeling that you actually know more about me than you let on. Does the name Fearthor mean anything to you, Marco? Fearthor? Now that you mention it, you called out that name when I first found you. I did? Is it someone important? I have no idea. I remember meeting him when I was younger, but those are the only memories I have. I have no idea who he was to me. The note we found in the library was signed with his initials. I've been constantly wondering about the connection. Do you remember what that guy looked like? Fairly tall, long black hair, green eyes, lots of jewellery. I think it would be easy to mistake him for a woman. Do you know him? Remember how I said I saw such a barrier from the outside once before? I think he might have been the person I saw inside of it back at the time. Whenever that time was. Really? That's all I remember. The context is lost on me. Is that true, Marco, though? Huh? Marco, do you know if Fearthor was alone at the time? Were you alone at the time? I think so. Why? Just asking. Well, we just established that we both know him one way or another. I'm curious if he's tied into our current predicament somehow. Considering not just anyone can set up such a barrier, and he clearly managed to do that at least once, I'd say the chances are high. Not just anyone? Time magic is a tricky devil to control. You won't find any normal books referring to it anywhere, I assure you. Huh? How do you know that? I just know. You're asking me things I'm unable to answer. Alright. I'll stop pushing it. Yeah, that's a good point, Drag. Would it work the same way as the murder hotels? I've forgotten this person, but I feel like there's a person I should know, and yeah, possibly. Sorry, it's just been one hell of a day. Can't argue with that one. Should we call it a night? We can always discuss more things tomorrow. Yeah. So, cuddles? Marco? Yes, I'd like that. You're warm. As are you. Would you mind becoming my personal heater? Be careful, my services might be expensive. I think I'll be able to afford them. Good night. Good night, Mariko. And unfortunately, as it turns out, Mako is still missing! Are you sure? Wine, please. Shoulder, please. Green clue! We had to snuggle with Mako for the green clue. Number of green clues found in Mako's bad route, 1 out of 1. Number of green clues found overall, 5 out of 5. I mean... yeah, I guess... I guess Mako always goes missing on the bad route, huh? Blah, 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 blah. Green route. We have found all the green clues. Yep. All the green clues. 5 of the red clues. I'm guessing... will Theothor end up on that side of the clue board? Or will he end up on that side of the clue board? I guess we'll find out. Well, okay, so... if we're dealing with Theothor, we need the route that Theothor turned up in, right? And he was only in that wardrobe in one route. So... what do I have for Yvonne? It was after the bath, I think. It's definitely before this point. Let's jump in there. Hey! That, in fact, was the correct one to jump in at. If I recall correctly, earlier this led us to a bad option, but I guess now that we have the clues, it'll be a good one? Yeah, I would like to stay by Theothor's side, please, and hope that I'm not going to die. You're right, I'd like to stay by his side. Ooh, okay, right. I feel like I want to start making saves again. Slap him! Slap him! Ah, right, yes. This was Theothor threatening Mako with our death. That was it. Do it, I dare you! Do it, Theothor. I dare you. No, don't! Oh, I don't think... I suspect that just went poorly. You asked for it, Mariko. Are you insane? Okay, that's still a bad end. Okay. Don't antagonize the Theothor. Don't. I'll give you the book. Oh? I said I'll give you the book. Let her go. Not until you hand it over. It's under the bed. Hilarious. I'm being serious, asshole. If this is a joke, I'm slitting your throat instead. Be so kind and take a peek under the bed, sweetheart. No abrupt moves, either of you. What the hell did I get myself into? There really is some kind of book here. The darkest place is under the candlestick. I'm amazed you took this kind of gamble, brat. Flip through it and tell me if any pages are missing. Page 43 seems to be torn out. Isn't that page that we found back over on Marco's route? Where have we seen this book before? Yeah, we definitely seen it before. Do I remember? No. Oh, actually, didn't we find it, like... We found it in the basement after Marco went missing, I think. When we were looking for him. That was probably it. But other than that... half of this book's pages are blank. Here's page 64 there. It's here. Show it to me. Now get lost. You wouldn't give this to me so easily. Where's the catch, brat? You want to know? The book won't help you. I can tell you from personal experience that you won't be able to jump anywhere outside of the barrier. Isn't that great? We've created a wonderful prison for ourselves. And if you haven't realized yet, this is the only timeline in which you're present inside of the barrier. Wait, what the fuck, Marco? Marco, what is your awareness here? There's nowhere else you can jump to. So, say your prayers. This is the end of the line for you. Fearful? Hey! Marco, are you alright? I can't believe he actually left. He didn't hurt you. I think I was on the verge of having a panic attack. You were what? Don't tell me you were bluffing this whole time. Was I? I suppose I should thank you. What's your story with Fearthor, Marco? It's clear that you know each other. They're enemies, first and foremost. Of the absolutely worst kind. All you need to know is you shouldn't trust him under any circumstances. He is not a good person and he won't hesitate to hurt you. Believe me on this. What about you? You're telling me I can trust you? That's up for you to decide. Because to be honest, I'm not much of a good person either. But if you want to take your chances under the current circumstances, I think you'd be better off trusting me instead of him. Brothers, Hanek. That's what you're going with for enemies of the worst kind. That guy is going to become desperate and unpredictable in the upcoming hours. Desperate? His time inside of the barrier has run out, Mariko, and he's painfully aware of it. I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up trying to kill us all just to get out of here. That's the kind of person he is. Is he really? Also, for the sake of everyone, don't tell anybody about what happened here. That would probably just make everything worse. So you say. Wouldn't it be better for everyone to know what to expect of Fearthor, though? Assuming Marco is telling the truth about this, I think I'll do some information gathering of my own before I end up jumping into any conclusions. Ooh! Ooh! That little runt! I knew it would come to this. Fearthor? Go back to your friends, lady. Nothing good will come to you if you stay here with me. Yeah, I feel like that was a louder crash than when Marco exploded. Although I guess there's a lot more glassware in the basement to crash. You called me by my name back upstairs. So you must remember something. You come running back to a guy who just held you hostage. You weren't really planning to hurt me, were you? You're honestly clueless about anything, about everything. Seems that way, doesn't it? So, mind telling me what's going on? What the? Fearthor? He just kissed me out of nowhere. Does this trigger any memories? It doesn't. Fascinating. It's anything but, Fearthor. What exactly are you trying to tell me? That we kissed a lot? Or are you just using my memory loss to your advantage right now? Those seem to be the two most probable case scenarios, don't they? You're not one to give people straight answers, are you? Oh, yes, that seems to be a hobby of mine. Besides, where's the fun in that? It's so amusing to see the expressions people make when they don't get to hear what they want to hear. Who did you pair up with earlier, Mariko? With Yvonne. Well then, go back to her if you know what's good for you. How do you know I paired up with anyone in the first place? How do I know indeed? I Where? What am I supposed to make of him? Theodore. I see we both keep forgetting that you spent the last 2 days locked inside of a wardrobe. In a wardrobe? Is that where you found me? I'm guessing you don't remember how you got there. The last thing I remember is being down here working on some potions. Down here in the basement? Some lowlife scoundrel must have sneaked up behind me and knocked me out. Come on, let's get you upstairs. Yvonne should probably check up on you. And if he's upstairs, he's not breaking any more glass. Well, what do you know? The dead guy is awake. Marco and Shear don't seem to be in the kitchen. Mr. Theodore, right? The person here is Miss Shearer. Yo. The person by the stove is Mr. Apris. My name is Yvonne. It's good to see you awake. Ah, you must be the head nurse Mariko kept telling me about. Head nurse? All I said was someone should check up on you because you clearly hit your head. Are you in pain anywhere, Mr. Theodore? Oh yes, so much pain. I'm afraid we'll need to do a more thorough body examination to find the source of it. Oi, Theodore! Oi! Theodore! Wow, this guy. Eat up. Such consideration. But I'll have to kindly decline. It so happens that I'm not that hungry. You were locked in an invisible wardrobe for 2 days. You should be eating. I can practically hear your stomach growling. You've been locked away in a closet for 2 days or more. It's a miracle you're still even alive. Oh yeah, he should definitely get some water down him too. Then again, if your wish is to starve from Then again, if your wish is to die from starvation, I won't stop you. And no, it's not poisoned. Was that also your first worry? I guess we have something to high-five about, stranger. Apris is okay, though. I've eaten his meals a couple times by now, and I'm still alive. Thank you. As Yvonne already mentioned, my name is Theodore. We might as well make it official. It's a pleasure meeting you all, weird circumstances aside. What do you know? He can behave if he wants to. Thank you for the meal. He actually ate all of it. Now that I'm well fed, I believe all that remains is taking a bath. A dusty wardrobe and all. Are there any ladies who would be willing to join me? Shearer's reaction the same as mine, huh? Dude, at least invite me to dinner first. Well, technically we've just been to one. It's all for safety reasons, of course. It would be such a pity if I were to lose my balance and hit my head again. Mr. Peerthor, I'm sure you'll be fine. What about you, Mariko? Care to join me? Well, apparently we only get the option of going. This feels like something I need to make a save for. I'm only going with you so I can keep my eye on you. Because I don't trust you one bit, mister. Only so I can keep my eye on you. Aw, not you too. This room just seems to be just full of ladies that play hard to get. I can go with him to the bathhouse, but I don't have to take a bath with him. I actually have a few more questions I'd like to ask you. Do you now? Oh, Mako and Sheer are here. My, what do we have here? Long time no see, Silva. Once again, Shearer, which one of you's real name is Silva? Or is it both of you? And your parents are really weird. Fearthor? You two know each other? What's more, Sheer remembers Fearthor somehow? Quite the predicament we have here. It seems you might have some decision-making ahead of you. What do you think? Whose side would you rather put your bets on? I thought you two were working together. The brat and I? Amusing. Or is it just Fearthor's nickname? I mean, I'm pretty sure, although it was a very long time ago now, that on Shearer's true end, he gave his name as Silva. But I could be misremembering. You told me to follow his lead. During my absence, yes. Wait, was Sheer following Fearthor and Marco's orders? If you wanted to choose sides, then the decision is already made. I'm not going to meddle in your affairs. I don't have that much of a death wish. I'm glad we understand each other. Oh, good, you're still here. Mr. Fearthor? I'm sorry I didn't bring this up earlier, but there's something really odd about your aura. Oh? Did you cast some kind of spell? Your aura seems to be connected to with Miss Mariko's somehow. Huh? What did you just say? Wait, don't tell me. You asshole, are you leeching off of her? He's what? I knew there was something off in your behavior. You wouldn't be this calm in your situation. Can someone please explain what the hell is going on? Mariko, I told you this guy's limit inside of the barrier was up. He's currently stealing your mana pool to keep himself alive. was simply wondering if Miss Mariko was aware of it. Because, while that may not be bad in itself, I can feel the mana pool trains at a terribly alarming rate in such a configuration. It's not like she's going to use it all on her own. Mariko has less time to spare than any of you do anyway. My intervention doesn't really change anything for her. Wait, Fearthor! You're doing this on purpose? Why do I know nothing of this? When did you even... Don't tell me he cast the spell back when he kissed me. That was the only time I was distracted in his presence. Yes, I am leeching off your precious mana pool. And I plan to continue doing it. Are you going to stop me? You could have asked me or something. And risk a potential no? Asking kindly rarely gives the desired outcome in the world we live in. Besides, Mariko, you've forgotten about your curse, haven't you? Fearthor outside the barrier is nicer than Fearthor inside the barrier. Yeah. Although admittedly Fearthor outside of the barrier is not imminently in danger of death. It will kill you before your mana pool runs out, even with an additional person on the wagon. It just seemed the logical thing to do. Is that another one of your lies? Cut that shit out, Fearthor. Stop leeching off of me. I might have reconsidered if you'd been fair about it with me. Funny. The Mariko I knew would have left me to rot without a second thought. Was I really that bad of a person? What was up with that kiss back in the basement then? Who knows? Are we going to take that bath before it gets dark? Hey, don't run away from this! Fearthor, there are towels here! Are you planning to dance around naked in front of me? Wouldn't be the first time. Well, it kind of is, for me, right now. Is it making you nervous? It is, actually. I have no idea if it's odd, but I do feel nervous around Fearthor for some reason. I'm not sure how to act in front of him. You don't have to cover yourself either. Yeah, no, I'm not about to entertain that idea. I'll just go ahead and sit on the edge here. Why did we even get undressed and into a towel? We could have made sure he didn't hit his head while fully clothed and on the opposite side of the room. It's truly amusing seeing you this flustered all over again. Yeah, well, memory loss apparently does weird things to people. Fearthor, you didn't lose your memories, did you? So it seems. A blessing in disguise, honestly. I guess we're going inside because we still have questions for this asshole. Our whole predicament would have been hopeless if nobody remembered a thing. Though I guess nothing good came out of it in the end either way. We're not going to get out of here, are we? The others might. But the two of us, well, that certainly might be problematic. You said you had questions. What's on your mind, Mariko? Yeah, how old are we, Theothor? Theothor, how old are we? How long has it been since we met? How long do you think it's been? I'm asking you. I asked you a question, not told you to come closer. Still nervous? Just answer my question. We've been living together for the past 50 years, Mariko. So, that painting, the one you found in the library, it was real, yes? Shit, I knew it. Theothor, are you a vampire? Am I a vampire? He wants to bite my neck? Cute. But no. God damn it, Theothor, don't scare me like that. Are vampires even a thing? Who knows? I've not met one, at least. So, dragon blood. It was one of the ingredients for the potion, yes. Shit, you're honestly telling me I forgot over 50 years of my life? This is baffling. And quite fascinating to boot. What did this potion give us? Immortality? There's no such thing as immortality, Mariko. It simply makes us grow old a lot more slowly. You could say I fixed your aging problem. If it weren't for the potion, bound by that right with Ishin, you'd have been most likely dead by now. But nothing comes without a price. There are drawbacks too, of course. Like what? Like the fact we're unable to have children anymore, for instance. You're serious? Wow, that's... I'm not even sure how to feel about that. That was something you've always been upset... That was something you've been upset about for quite a while. But you got used to it over the years. Biggest drawback is having to spend time with him. Yep. And it actually made things convenient in the long run. So we were... Did you ever pay attention to the rings on my fingers? What? Theothor, don't tell me. We're actually married. You should see the look on your face. Wait, was this supposed to be a joke? Theothor, for fuck's sake, this isn't funny. He's kissing me again. What the hell is wrong with this guy? What the hell is wrong with me? We never got married, no. But we did have a thing going on, if that's what you're still wondering about. However, since you don't remember anything, you're probably getting the wrong idea when I say that. We were both friends, lovers, and enemies to one another at the same time. I think frenemies is the word nowadays. There was a lot of passion between us, but never of the sappy, emotional kind. Our feelings hovered in between the borders of I hate you and I'm attracted to you. I never was good boyfriend material, and we both understood that very well. We were never loyal either. We always liked hurting one another in all kinds of ways. The fact that time practically stood still for us changed our approach to things. I suppose we're simply selfish, both of us. That sounds messed up, Fearthor. In a way, it was, but we both revelled in the game we were playing. Is he getting out? Hey, wait, I still have questions I want to ask. Fearthor! Why is he ignoring me all of a sudden? Marco? My, this day is just packed full of surprises, isn't it? I didn't think you'd still be here. What's keeping you, brat? Why haven't you run away yet? You had multiple opportunities by now. But of course. You're waiting for me to breathe my last breath so you can get back the book, aren't you? You're not going to leave her be, are you? Honestly, what's the deal with you two? And we're here again. Holy crap! Fearthor just pushed me to the bed. Let's be honest with ourselves here. You wouldn't be following me around if you didn't want something from me. Yeah, just a few more questions answered, thank you. Oh, please, you can drop the pretense. We both know what that something really is, don't we? I wouldn't mind giving it to you. Unless you're expecting some love confessions or actual affection from me. In which case you might end up severely disappointed. We're about to die, and this is the only thing you can think of. Well, why not make the best of our final hours while we still have the chance? Just think about it, Mariko. We've slept with each other more times than I can count. You might not remember anything, but I know your body like the back of my hand. What you like and what you don't. I know which buttons I have to push to make you squirm in delight. Yeah, stop. Answers. Okay, stop. I followed you to seek answers, not sex. Yeah, creep, exactly. Like, damn. Really? Could have fooled me. Cut the crap, Theothor. I'm not in the mood for this. Did that finally get through his thick skull? Oh, well, such a pity. Why did we trust him 50 plus years ago? Because we were young child with a dying dragon. He laid down on the bed next to me. If that's what you want, I'm not about to force you. I don't take pleasure in that kind of thing. Could have fooled me. Theothor and me. We really did spend these past 50 years together, didn't we? It just feels so odd not remembering any of it. Theothor said we were both lovers and enemies, but I actually have a hard time picturing that. What was our relationship really like? I wonder how this whole situation must feel to him at that. Theothor, does it hurt? Is that what you've been worried about? Nothing's going to hurt, I promise. I'm not talking about that. I mean the fact that I don't remember anything. I've forgotten all about you, Theothor. I've been mad at you and your attitude towards me, but... Don't tell me you were worried about little old me. Now that's a side of you I haven't seen in a long time. Is he just saying that? Also, if there really was no actual love between us, why do I feel so nervous whenever Theothor's close to me? You're overthinking things, Mariko. Or maybe Apris was right. Perhaps love and physical attraction aren't always paired together. Well, that was something from another route, wasn't it? Wait, when did he say that? My body feels so hot. It's like I have molten lava flowing through my veins instead of blood. I can't even imagine how much worse it would be if I wasn't in here. How are you feeling? Exhausted. Well, I guess it's starting to subside a bit. Did you plan this from the beginning? To make 2 potions? Yes. Oh, we're having a flashback. I needed a guinea pig after all. Of course you did. Why am I even surprised? So, I'm guessing now you expect me to watch over you while you drink the potion yourself? What gave it away? You saw what was happening to me throughout the whole thing. You trust me enough to let me watch over you while you helplessly squirm and toss around on the floor in pain for the next day or 2? Well, I could always lock the door behind me. Are you planning to take advantage of me while I'm at my most vulnerable, Mariko? Well, you watched over me first, so... Though I'm still pissed you didn't tell me whether what it was you wanted me to drink beforehand. Overthinking this would have just made you hesitate. Look on the bright side, now you have it all behind you. I could have died during the process, right? But you didn't. And you just keep on surprising me with that. Did you actually expect me to die? Well, the possibility was always there. If you die on me, I'm going to kill you, Fearthor. Yeah, so that would have been drinking the potion with the dragon's blood, which I guess is why our blood felt like molten lava. I can't believe it's already been 5 years since I met Fearthor. I learned a lot of things about him these past years, but in some regards he's still an enigma to me. What puzzles me the most, though, I'm not a child anymore. I know that Fearthor has his needs. There have been more nights than I can count that he's spent outside of the mansion. I've seen from his interactions with other people that he's always been a ladies' man. And gods only know how many women he's spent his nights with. And yet, for as long as I've known him, Fearthor has never made a move on me. Not a single time. It simply makes me wonder. Is there something wrong with me? Am I not attractive enough? Are you sure you don't want to stay in the cold storage for a while longer? It's not as bad anymore. I'll live. You said this makes you barren. That's one of the side effects, yes. Well then, prove it to me. Are you sure you want that? And here I was trying to keep my distance this whole time. Keep your distance? Since when? Since you grew into a fine woman, Mariko. But before we get carried away anywhere, you need to understand one thing. I don't make a habit of getting emotionally involved with people. If you ever try looking for something more, you'll most likely end up disappointed. Wait. You mean to tell me that I mean nothing to you after these 5 years we've spent together? Oh, I didn't say that. All I'm saying is you should never expect me to put you before any of my goals. That's fair enough. What about you, though? Are you sure you want to indulge yourself in such a dangerous game? Feelings can be tricky devils to control. That's... Or is it already too late for you? Fearthor? Shit, did we fall asleep? Had a good nap. I think I remembered something. Oh? Did we drink the potions inside of the cold storage? You remembered that? Well, drinking that kind of potion makes the cells in your body reconstruct themselves. A lot of energy is released in the process. If you don't try to keep your body temperature below a certain level, you'll basically fry to death. So yes, the cold storage helped us survive the whole thing. This mansion was built on a ley line, making it a place of power. The cold storage made use of that power for all these years. Even I was surprised with how well that functions. Wait, the cold storage is magical? The barrier makes good use of that power as well. The barrier does? Under normal circumstances, that barrier wouldn't even be half as big as it is now. Huh. It's actually one of the spells you can find in this book. Were you the one who set up the barrier? You had this book with you when we first met, didn't you? Ah, that's where we saw it before. Yes, to both of your questions. Its pages are filled with descriptions of spells related to time magic. If it got into the wrong hands, it could turn the whole world upside down. The legend says that the original book was destroyed around 500 years ago. This is a handwritten copy made by my mother. By your mother? Wait, did you just say 500 years ago? Is that when she made the copy? Just how old? Did you think we're the only people who happen to have extended lifespans? I had to have learned about the potion from someone. My mother wasn't that old, though. How she managed to get her hands on the book still remains a mystery, even to me. Well, maybe your mother travelled back in time and copied it down. I'm guessing some time travelling happened on her part. But she needed to have the book to do that in the first place, so... Sounds like some kind of paradox. Well, my mother is dead, so I won't be getting an answer out of her anytime soon. You could say this book was a parting gift from her. Fearful, what are you doing? You just put the goddamn book on fire! Just making sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What? Listen, Mariko. The whole reason why we're here is because I happen to have an angry demon hell-bent on snuffing out our lives. And in the most brutal way possible, I bet. We weren't powerful enough to get rid of that demon by ourselves alone, so we came up with a plan. We split up and went out into the world, trying to find individuals that would be willing to help us out with our little problem. Because, you see, the book wasn't the only parting gift I got from my mother. I also got a soul stone from her. So the plan was for us to... We used that stone dozens of years ago. We used it? Mainly out of curiosity and for research purposes. However, it didn't work very well for us. We were merged together for barely a few seconds. Do you know why? Because of lack of trust between us? Precisely. We're a terrible match, Mariko. So, what was up with that note, the one telling us to find the stone in the mansion? We managed to find a second stone a few years ago. I didn't foresee the fact those would be so hard to find. They can be manufactured, but the process takes a terribly long amount of time. Looking back on it, it's a pity we used the first one. It was a waste, and we would have two in our possession right now otherwise. Yeah, apparently they're one-use items, Drag. Either way, you were the one who dragged Yvonne and Apris to the mansion, Mariko. Sheer and Shearer were my contribution to the cause. Although the last two ended up here under odd circumstances. I always said you'd make a better leader than me. I'm not the type to invoke trust in people, unlike you. So wait, if I dragged Yvonne and Apris here, and you did the same with Shearer and Shear, How does Marco fit into all of this? How did he get here? The brat. He's a different story, one that unnerves me to even talk about. It's clear by now that you're not on the best of terms with each other. It's like he crashed the party or something. In a sense, he did. And in a sense, I can't really blame him. But it still pisses me off. You could say it's my fault that he's here. I had no other choice but to drag him into this. Or, well, I didn't find any other solution. I just didn't think that idea would backfire this badly. You just love to speak in riddles, don't you? Fearthor, is Marco related to either of us somehow? There's no yes or no answer to that question. How is there not? Sorry, Mariko, but there's something you should know. This is all on you. You are the strongest person of all the people stuck in here, which makes you the most important player in the game. The plan consisted of you using the stone with someone, but that someone couldn't have been me. I know you had no way of telling what option held the highest chance of survival for us. But initially, choosing Marco or Shear or ending up with me should have been a dead end from the start. The three of us didn't lose our memories. And since we knew what this whole thing was about, we had to act and deceive. Our trust would have been forced. Oh! He's run out of time. Well, I suppose that's it. So I suppose that's that. I'm afraid our time is running out for good. Do you have any last requests? Sounds like you do. I might actually have one, yes. Am I going to regret asking? It's something you will most likely find odd, especially with your current state of mind. But it's something we've been meaning to try out for a few years now. Okay, I'm listening. We didn't have much luck in finding the right person for it. The right person. How would you like the idea of having the brat join us? Join us? Wait, you mean like joining us together in bed? You can't be serious. How is Marco the right person for something like that to begin with? I can only imagine him freaking out the moment we proposed something like this. I'm pretty sure the thought has crossed his mind at least once by now. I'm also pretty sure that he likes you. How can you even assume something like that? There's something I'm missing in all of this. In this situation, that makes it even more fun. I won't force you into it if you find the idea too disturbing, of course. But aren't you at least a little bit intrigued? Getting to spend the night with two guys has to be somewhere on your ultimate fantasy list. I mean, personally, no. You out of your mind? That is not happening. Spoil sport. Fearthor, seriously. I said no before, and I'm still saying no. I'm not going to indulge in your perverted fantasies. Suit yourself. There's one last thing I'd like to know more about. Why is that demon even after us, Fearthor? Also, can I have a convenient point to end soon, please? Well, that's a bit of a long story. But the short version is that someone was young and stupid. Are you talking about yourself? Oh, ha ha, no, I'm talking about the girl that got possessed. If only we had the means to find out what that demon's real name is, none of this would be so complicated. It's a funny thing with demons, really. Once you know their true name, they grow weak in your presence. All you need to do is come into physical contact with them, and all of a sudden they can barely lift a finger anymore. Otherwise, well, getting on a demon's bad side usually gets you killed. They're on a whole other level of power compared to us humans. I don't think we got the name of the demon outside the barrier. I don't think Varen knew it. I think I would have noted it down if it had come up. Even if you're 100-year-old mage, what's that compared to a demon that might as well be millennia old? I can see your point. That's depressing. And for some reason, the demon possessing that lass apparently made its life's mission to kill everyone from her family and everyone involved with it in a sweet act of revenge for ruining her beauty sleep. Everyone from her family. Which of us is related to the demon? Well, you wanted to know who she is. Her name is Anne Blairnot. Ah, sorry, the girl. Anne Blairnot. What the hell? I thought everyone from my family was already dead. You're right, they are. You're the last remaining survivor of your family, as I am currently the last of mine. In this timeline, Mariko. Wait, don't tell me. That girl there is my fiancé. Your fiancé? Seriously? It was an arranged thing between our families, though. To be completely honest, I couldn't care any less about her. But that's hardly the best part in all of this. The best part is, she's your granddaughter. Fearful, what the fuck? Not funny, Theater, I swear, if this is one of your stupid jokes. Not this time, Mariko. Though I guess saying it like that isn't entirely correct. I should be saying she would be your granddaughter had history followed its original path. Theathor, did you travel back to the past and fuck everything up? You... by making me drink that potion. Yes, I robbed you of your motherhood in a sense. But I also saved your life because of it. In the timeline I came from, Mariko Blairnot died during childbirth. Oh, so... wait. Alright, see you, Nick. I will hopefully be wrapping up soon. But that was a different Mariko. That Mariko's mansion never burned down, and that Mariko never met a suspicious stranger in the forest. She lived a happy life with her mother, her dragon, and her husband. I had a husband? And then she died at the age of 29. I wasn't even alive at that point in time, though. My mother told me about it later on. I was born 11 years after your death. It's probably a lot to take in. No shit! This is too messed up to be even made up. Who was I even married to? Some kind of a loser, probably. Wow, Fearthor, you really like to push it, don't you? After Anne went on a rampage and started killing everyone, my mother sent me 55 years back into the past. As a means of protecting me, I suppose. Okay. And for those 55 years, I lived here. But it seems little Anne followed me through the portal. She simply arrived a little late. So that demon followed you here. That's why she's like, everyone from your family should be dead. Because she did it. She doesn't even know I'm alive, does she? You arranged all of this just to save yourself. That's me. That's the man you fell for, Mariko. I believe that now you might have a better understanding of how our relationship worked. You asshole! Don't forget it's your family's fault we're in this situation to begin with. You just told me I have little to do with that family anymore. Well, you're right. That's actually one of the reasons I didn't outright kill you when we first met. Because gods know that thought crossed my mind more than once. You wanted to kill me back in the forest? To be honest, I was almost sure you wouldn't survive that ritual. I never told you how slim the chances for your survival after I cast that spell on you would be. I simply figured you'd make for an excellent guinea pig. I had someone to test it on for the first time. But you survived, to my surprise. And then, after you told me you were one of the Blairknots, yes, I was planning to kill you back then. So, what changed your mind? It's hard to say, really. I wanted to get rid of you, but at the same time, I was also intrigued what would happen if I didn't kill you. And just like that, you let me stay with you. Call it a... wait, sorry. Did I do something on the wrong button? There, and just like that, you let me stay with you? Call it a whim on my part. I could also use you later on to drink the potion first, of course. Of course. Are you mad? Am I mad? What kind of question is that? I can't believe how much of an asshole you actually are. How can you even say all this as if you didn't care? Is this amusing to you? Fearful people are dying because of you right now. So what? It's a price I never minded paying. And neither did you, Miss Justice. Don't forget you've always been the most important player in this game, Mariko. The deaths of the people trapped in here are still all on you. You didn't manage to save me, and you didn't manage to save yourself. And now, we all die. Mere mortals. Well, not so mere when you think about us, but it changes nothing now. Just like that. Poof. Ah, we're going all the way to the ending, are we? Fearthor bad end, eh? Did we get the red? No! No, we have to deal with this asshole again! No! Damn it! That was held. That was held for review, Drag. I'm hoping not. Well. I'm gonna call it there because we've gone over time already. We made it a little bit, huh? Oh, actually, wait a second. Actually, first. I'm actually gonna go back to the start menu. And I'm gonna look at... Yeah, the endings board, exactly. Okay, so Fearthars goes there. So is that going to be A, B, neutral, true? Or is it going to be like A, B, C? And how do we get Marco's bad ending B anyway? So I'm assuming that's this slot here. Actually no, it could be a neutral or true, I guess. Well, next time we'll have to deal with Fearthar again, so that we can get that last red. And then maybe we can do something over with Marco. So, yes, I'm going to call it here. Thank you very much for coming. It's been fun. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on social media, which is linked in the description box of the channel. No, description box of this video, even. The streaming schedule for this channel goes up both over there on social media and over here on YouTube in the posts tab of the channel. This was the last scheduled stream of this week because I'm off on holiday on Thursday with a pre-travel day on Wednesday. So if you follow me over on social media, there will be bird pictures because I'm on holiday and that's what we do. I will be back pretty late next Monday, so the next stream I might be able to do Tuesday, but if not Wednesday. And that schedule will go up on Tuesday morning probably. So yeah, that's that then. So I will see you next Tuesday, next Wednesday, or some other time in the future. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and this is Kalla signing out. See ya, bye bye.